everyone, this is the Vaultborn here, bringing you a new series to my channels called Let's Play with Basiliskfang.
Yes!
We are going to be playing, this time around, Pokemon Colosseum. I love the Pokemon games, and in my opinion, these set of games are my favorite set of Pokemon games. I know some fans don't like it because you can't catch a lot of Pokemon, but I think story-wise, this is like the best stories for the Pokemon games. What do you think, Basiliskfang?
I just like that you get to do battles in pretty good definition. I mean, I know the 3DS is now bringing in the sort of 3D Pokemon battle concept, but the resolution on a 3DS is nowhere near as good as it was on the GameCube.
Right, like this is like revolutionary at the time.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta select. There we go. Yes, I don't care about my old game. Ooh, what's our name gonna be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
And just to let you guys know, these videos will be released every Thursday and Saturdays, so keep an eye out for those. They will release those days unless something happens where I have to delay. But for the foreseeable future, those will be the release days for these videos. And please be sure to check out Basiliskfang's channel. I want to leave a plug-in for him right now. Do you want to tell the viewers about your channel real quick?
Yeah, I just do, your standard video game Let's Plays. Currently, I am recording Life is Strange on Wednesdays and then Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered on Fridays. I've actually just today, let's see, this most recent thing I'm releasing is going to be part 19 of Life is Strange, but I just got done recording parts 20, 21, and 22, and it was really,
correct me
really
if I'm
good,
wrong,
so.
but part 19, that's when like the story gets real good. And
yeah, that's the end of episode 4 for the game, so it's like a lot of stuff happens. And
yeah, that's a great one. Go check it out. But if you haven't played Life is Strange, please don't watch it until you. That is a huge spoiler. I hope you leave spoiler alerts in your videos.
Oh yeah, if you were looking to play that game yourself, don't watch my videos. And if you don't care about playing the game, make sure you start with part 1 and don't just jump right into part 19 so you get that build up.
Yeah, that's gonna be a huge spoiler. But let's move on. What do you think our name should be?
Oh boy, what's a good name?
Let's see. I'm the Vaultborn and you're Basiliskfang. Can we combine those two?
Let's see. We only have 7 spaces.
Oh wow, that's not a lot at all.
Right.
That's not very inclusive. What if people have 8 letters in their name?
I know.
Yeah. All right. Vault and Basilisk. Can we combine the first parts of our name? So Vol and then Volbass.
Volbass.
Volbass. Love it.
Volbass.
Volbass. That sounds like a Pokemon. You see, like I said, I've always liked the story of this. I feel like, in terms of Pokemon, this storyline is a lot darker than any of the other games. Like,
oh yeah,
right off the bat, you get an explosion and you're stealing something.
Yeah, you don't really have Pokemon theft in the other games. I mean, I know Team Rocket was known for stealing Pokemon. That was their big thing, but you don't actually see it happen.
Right, but I mean, look at this. I feel like this wasn't Pokemon's marketed for 10-year-old kids. I feel like this was made for teenagers. So everything about this is kind of like what a teenager would like. You have a cool ass bike, you're stealing stuff, you're kind of like a rogue instead of a hero, and you steal Pokemon instead of catching them yourself.
Yeah, you're definitely an anti-hero.
Yeah.
But you're so badass that you are part of this enemy team, and then you betray said enemy team and steal their equipment. That's how badass you are. But not badass enough to see Shadow Pokemon by yourself.
Yeah. They had to implement that in the next game because I think enough fans are yeah, I don't want a stupid girl following me around all the game.
She's not even a romantic interest. Why should we?
No, I don't remember the story that well, so I don't think I might forget how to do some things. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's okay. I haven't played this since high school.
Nothing suspicious about this scene right here. I'm just gonna walk in and grab a drink.
No, yeah, nothing.
Nothing suspicious.
I also liked the music in this game just because it was so starkly different from your traditional Pokemon game.
Yeah, yeah. And like we said before, this may seem really bad nowadays, but back in the day, this was revolutionary that you could play a Pokemon game in these graphics in a 3D environment.
Yeah, and even if you still wanted to play the other Pokemon games, you could plug your Game Boys into this and battle with the awesome 3D graphics.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool too. And one feature I've always liked about these games is Mount Battle. Like, I've always liked challenges in the Pokemon games, and I don't think the Elite Four was ever that challenging. But Mount Battle, that was a challenge.
It's the best place to train too. I used to trade over Pokemon from my Ruby version to this game, train them on the Battle Mountain, and then trade them back to my Ruby version.
Oh yeah, like what was it? Like their levels reached like in the high 80s, I think.
They might have. It was at
yeah.
least 60s.
Yeah,
at least.
high 60s.
And they start at level 10.
And
so
they were using some pretty powerful Pokemon. All right, if you guys want to read this, pause the video. I'm not gonna like read it out for you. I don't have like the energy to read everything, so I'm just gonna. Like,
and let's face it, you're here for us, not the
yeah.
game.
So I'm just gonna leave a slight pause before I like go to the next text. We might scan the text ourselves just so we're not completely lost. We're like, oh, what do we do next? All right.
We end up in the middle of battle. Why are we here? What's our motivation? Do we hate this guy?
So I don't. Do we have to talk to anybody? Yes, I know about them. I just killed them. I mean, not killed because this is Pokemon. So they fainted. So this game has only up to 3rd gen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to check something real quick. Does this have a special physical split yet? Or are all like dark moves physical and all psychic moves?
That is a good question.
Because that's going to be a big thing. Okay, so yeah, it does look like all dark moves are physical. All psychic moves are like, yeah, because it's not telling me if it's special or physical.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume it's before the split. So we're going to have to consider that while like...
a pain in the rear.
It is. So like, if we have a Pokemon like Gyarados, we got to like keep in mind its water attacks are going to suck. I think this is the guy we got to talk to. Yeah. And another cool thing about this game is every battle is a double battle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, and the other games you hardly see anything other than a single battle, but this kind of makes you strategize for double battles.
Yeah, and they start you with that really cool team of the Umbreon and the Espeon.
Right. Did they do that in the second game? As you recall, you get an Eevee, but you get
an Eevee, but you have to choose which evolution to turn it into, and it's not a double battle.
That's
so
right.
Like,
yeah.
So you can still get one of the evolutions. You can still get your favorite evolution, but
They don't do double battles in the second game? I thought they did.
if they do, they're not common.
Really?
I don't remember now. Now that you're saying that,
I could have sworn like that was the thing for the GameCube games is like both of them were like double battle like heavy.
at least the first one where because you only start with the one Pokemon.
Right. I feel like yeah, the game starts with like one Pokemon, but as soon as you get another one, it goes double battles.
It might. It very well might. I haven't played that other one as much as I've played Colosseum.
Yeah, but this is a good team to start you off with because you have a good like physical wall for the Umbreon, and you have a good special cannon for the Espeon. But in this case, it's not physical and special because you know they're both.
And the Espeon can
split.
become quite the tank, but
Oh yeah.
its defense sucks. So like late game, you have to guard it pretty well.
Okay. I don't think we have to have any real strategy involved in this. You know, it's the first battle. Yeah.
It's usually really hard to lose the first battle in a Pokemon game.
Yeah, you gotta be pretty bad. Like, you gotta try. Alright. That's one Pokemon knocked out. I should have went for, like, more than just that one Zigzagoon. Maybe that was a little bit of a mistake, because now that one's full HP, but...
Oh well.
I defy it to kill me in one hit. See? You fool.
See, for that to work, you have to actually hit us, and
Yeah. You're not gonna be living.
we had to both miss, which is pretty hard to do.
I'm pretty sure both these moves are 100% accuracy. Oh, look at that. It killed that one.
It's because it was a female.
I don't know. Maybe the other one was a male. Maybe it was a female too. I don't know.
I don't remember.
That's unusual. Usually the way the game is set up, whatever Pokemon genders they have is the same gender as the trainer themselves. So it's a male trainer. They're usually males, and then if you're a female trainer, the Pokemon are usually all females.
I've never noticed that before, but I've never necessarily cared about my opponent's genders unless I'm using Attract, which is not very often. So
I use Attract a lot. I like to use it.
Now I care about my own Pokemon's genders because, well, before breeding with Ditto was super easy to do.
Oh yeah,
it mattered.
All right, so we have been told to go to how do you pronounce that? Phoenix City?
I see it. Phoenix City.
Phoenix sounds right. So we are going to Phoenix City to test our Pokemon skills. That can't be aerodynamic. Like, that thing cannot probably do turns very well.
It's a Pokemon game. Who cares?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's a Pokemon game. Now, I don't know if you knew this, Basiliskfang, but apparently, like, the lore about this region is it's like Groudon's territory, and that's why it's so deserty. Is like the Kyogre has ocean. This is like Groudon's like homeland, so this is why it's always so deserty, and there's no wild Pokemon. There's no wild Pokemon can like live in there.
True. That is the thing I like is like as an explanation for why there's no wild Pokemon. It's just so much desert that nothing can survive.
Right. Like even like ground and fire types can't survive in this harsh of a heat.
There's just like that one city that's really got a lot of like grass and stuff.
Right. And I feel like it's off to the side. Like, you know, I don't think it's actually in the region itself. I feel like it's just outside the region. I don't know. We'll see when we get there.
Wishburn.
Because that was always like out of the staples. Like everything's deserty, and then you get to this one village that's like all lush and green. And like, how did this happen?
Right.
All right. So what? Is he using both Wishmores? Yeah.
One male, one female.
I'm curious. What type? This doesn't tell me what. Oh yeah, that's right. It's hidden power. That's a different type. I was thinking like it's not going to tell me what typing the hidden power. But
yeah, secret power can do a static effect based on the environment or something.
I think
that?
so. Yeah.
I don't remember, but
and I don't really know what the static effect would be for like this.
I feel like secret power is one of the first ones to go when I play this. I don't remember if Umbreon learns Return. That might be what I replace it with. Because Return's a pretty good move.
It is.
When they really, really like you. So.
Yeah, it is really good. Just need to remember that. And it would be good for Umbreon since in this game, normal types moves would always be physical.
Right.
So we got to keep that in mind when we're teaching our Pokemon moves. So like if Espeon's gonna learn like Returns, like don't even bother. Your physical attack is not that great.
Right. Yeah. Yay!
Alright. And they suck you off at pretty high levels too.
Yeah, not starting at level 5.
Right. I know they do that in the second game. They start you off like level 5s, but this one like immediately starts off with everyone having like at least level 20s.
Which I guess makes kind of sense since you're supposed to already be a badass trainer. So badass, you've got level 25 Pokemon.
And some pretty rare Pokemon too.
And all the Colosseum bosses or whatever they're called have like level 80s.
Oh yeah, I never like was able to do that. Maybe we can do it now since we're smarter. But I was never able to that end of the game Colosseum. I was never able to complete that. Their strategies were just too good for me.
I don't remember if I ever really beat it, but I know one of the things with the Colosseums for me was just the patience to actually like.
That's right. I have to like untie it, don't I? I was like, come on. What, you can't undo a knot? I guess Volbass will have to the one to save the day. Hello.
And there was a girl inside. Gross.
I always felt like when I first played this, I was like 13 or something, and I always thought that was Misty. So I named her Misty. I'm like, she looks like, is he Misty? But she's not.
Right. I can see where the confusion would come from, though.
Yeah. Okay, what should her name be?
We can fit Dumbass in there.
Dumbass?
We should do it.
Okay, I like it. This is in no way showing our opinion towards women, just this woman. Am I spelling this right?
Just put some couple S's in there and you have Dumbass.
Alright. I just want to make sure I spelled that right, as like that would have been embarrassing if I didn't.
If it was a male companion, we would still name them Dumbass. This is gender neutral.
It was just really stupid you had to have a companion following you around to see it. The second game fixed that by letting you have like a cool little like scouter.
Right. Yeah, since they didn't really do anything with the companion. Like if she was an important element of the story, I'd get it, but she's really not.
Right. The only element that she's actually like important to the story is she lets you see shadow Pokemon, and she gives you the mission to like, we gotta capture all the shadow Pokemon, but you were gonna do that anyways.
Yeah, because they're the only Pokemon you can catch.
Right. I guess I can escort you.
Since we know that saying no is just gonna end us up right back here again.
Right. I want to. I always wanted a Pokemon game where, like, will you be the hero? No. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to join Team Rocket? Of course I do. And, like, have the game branch off and not become the champion, but be, like, the Team Rocket boss.
Yeah, it could be, you know, there's lots of RPGs that do that where right at the beginning you can, like, choose your side.
I mean, I don't think we'd get anything by talking to these people, do we? I don't think
Not that I recall.
I don't think this is one of those Pokemon games where you get stuff for talking to everyone.
Like, I think sometimes you can, but, like, I don't remember who, and usually it's pretty obvious when a person will usually, like, stand out when you're supposed to talk to them.
Did I catch you? Not that you're very useful.
No, it was an interesting concept, but
it's not that great.
It's not that great in a battle.
And I'm surprised how they haven't been giving, like, Castform, like, more, like, forms.
I know.
Even though they've been, like, adding more and more weather effects. Like, in the latest Pokemon Sun and Moon, they added, like, a ton of, like, not really weather effects, but, like, terrain effects. And I'm surprised that, like, they didn't give, like, Castform a form for each one. That would have been cool.
Right. Yeah, especially when forms became an actual thing in, like, Pokemon Platinum or whatever, it seems like...
Ah, that's right. We have to save on the PC, don't we?
Ah, do we?
Yeah, this is... I remember now. This
I
is
think
like...
we do.
Yeah.
We can't just do it from the PDA?
No, remember... I'll pull it up, like, the main menu, but, like, I'm pretty sure that was another thing the second game added. Yeah, we gotta go to a PC to save.
Yeah, I guess so.
See? Alright.
Thank God that's not a thing in the regular games.
Oh, that'd be awful.
Like, ever. You could always just save from the menus. Which makes you wonder why they did that in here. Like, it wouldn't have been that hard to you know, make a save function.
I mean, maybe they cut a couple corners just because they knew this being, like, the first, like, Pokemon game like this, they would have... What is this?
It's where you transfer Pokemon or whatever between the Game Boy and the... I don't remember if that's like an end game thing or if you have to at least talk to the mayor. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're not going to be using it.
Yeah.
But like I said, like since this is like the first game of its kind, I guess they thought they could cut a couple corners and people would still think it's great.
Possibly.
Because it is. I mean, like I said, I always loved the story behind like these games. I thought they had a more darker edge to them than I liked. Okay, where are we going?
To the mayor's
That's
house.
right. Yeah. Yeah. The completely not evil mayor.
The 100%
because it's not
innocent.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's not suspicious. You walking, this clearly evil guy walking out of the mayor's house.
Red eyes, flowing hair, even though there's no wind.
Yeah, that's always like a staple in anime. If your hair's flowing and white like that, you're probably evil. And I consider Pokemon anime, even the games. Foo, 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 foo.
The games are more anime than the anime.
Who laughs like that? Do they laugh like that over in Japan? Foo, 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 foo.
They don't, like, literally laugh that way, but just like how in America, ha 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 is the translation for laughing, in Japan, foo 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 is the translation.
Yeah, but like, ha ha ha, that's like,
it is.
That's more like realistic. That's more representative of how people sound when they laugh, though.
Yeah, I know.
At least maybe they do laugh like that in Japan. Like, they tell you a joke, oh, foo 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 foo.
I mean, especially since there is literally the Japanese symbol ha, and you just do ha ha ha. It's not like foo was the closest thing they could find. I don't know. I didn't decide that. I also know that dogs don't woof in other languages. They do other things.
Looks like the mayor has been packing it on. He doesn't seem to be skipping lunch. It's a thing for most politicians. They're so busy they can't eat, but it doesn't seem to be the problem for this guy.
It'd be funny if we went into all the other houses and everybody else was just like starving to death, and then there was just this fat ass.
I ate it all. How do you think I got so fat? Yeah, totally not evil. We're just telling him right now about the, yeah, she's telling him about the Pokemon that are evil.
Right.
And it's totally not evil mayor.
I know, look how cute and innocent he is.
No, I mean, listen to the music being played. Like, nothing sinister is going on here.
Right.
Realistically, though, this came as more of a shock than the villain for the second game. The second game, I was like, yeah, you're the guy. You're the bad guy. This one, I'm like, it wasn't until way later. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. The bad guy you think is the bad guy isn't the bad guy. Except he is a bad guy. But...
Okay, go to the Pokemon Stadium next. Okay, we should probably be paying attention to the ones where just at least it tells us, like, go to this next.
We'll find it out eventually.
Yeah.
I can't remember if he has anything in his bedroom upstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check just to make sure. With my luck, it'd be like the Master Ball or something.
Oh, he has that aid in his bedroom.
Oh. Wow, Pokemon. Being real subtle. And is this alcohol? It's alcohol.
No, it's apple juice.
No, that
Apple
has
juice.
that is whiskey.
Shh, it's an E-rated game.
Anything on the news? That is a huge microphone. That is like half the size of her face.
Oh, she accidentally brought her dildo on screen.
Aww. I'm never gonna be able to look at a microphone the same way again.
Couldn't pass up the opportunity.
Oh yeah, they're just talking about the explosion that I created. Do you think, like, I use actual explosives in that explosion, or did I just strap a bunch of, like, electrodes to a device and just have them explode?
That would have been hilarious.
I feel like that's what, like, because, like, that's always been a question, like, do we use actual things in this world, or is everything powered by Pokemon? So, like, are explosives electrodes, or, like, electricity's run by, like, power plants full of Pikachu?
They all run into the room that has the bomb in it. Oh, it's okay. There's nothing here. It's just a bunch of Voltorbs.
Hey, did you know? Yes, of course I know. I'm the main character. I am the protagonist. Not even gonna care what I did know.
We know everything. It doesn't matter what.
We are the mighty Volbass. Hello. Got a cute haircut. I don't know if you knew this about me, but I've always liked those kind of haircuts, you know. Not too long, not too short, just right. That is some clear water.
I know, right?
Is there water like that, like actual on Earth, where it's that clear?
Not too many standing bodies of water, I would imagine. I know that definitely, like, pretty nearby there's a river. I think it's literally called the Crystal River, where it's really, really clear.
Oh, like maybe like some springs on mountains, maybe?
Yeah, places like on mountains, or in like the Arctic. If you could find like a non-frozen body of water in the Arctic, I would imagine it's quite clear looking.
Come on, I'll talk to you.
Just because between the fact that there's no pollution in the Arctic and that nothing can live in that water.
Right, yeah.
To cloud it up.
It'd just be amazing to see water like that in real life, where it's just so clear that you can see like the bottom.
Oh yeah, and then it would be like you wouldn't actually know how far down the bottom was because the water is so clear.
Right, but it'd still be pretty cool to see like water that clear.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Volbass, we finally found you. Filthy double-crossing traitor. Okay, I thought I was going to say something else. Like, this is a Pokemon game. Did I miss a swear word?
Maybe in the Japanese version, but not in the
You got some nerve, pal. I imagine they all have, like, Boston accents.
Yeah, you know how we live out in the desert? We all have Boston accents. Or Brooklyn.
Okay, you saying we live out in the desert just made me think of something. Why are we not all, like, darker skin toned?
Because that's racist. That's why.
Yeah, but, like, if you're a native of this land, shouldn't you have, like, a darker skin tone by now?
The Japanese worship the white skin.
I guess that's true.
That's why all their anime characters have it.
No, of course not. I'm a good guy. You can tell by my face. She knows the truth. Don't worry, girl. You like bad boys, don't you? Of course you do. Because you're a dumbass. Ah!
Good one.
Yeah, thank you.
I like the white line across her face.
Yeah, they never. I don't know what that's for. Is that supposed to be like a birthmark? That's what I had to think.
You know,
it
it
is.
wouldn't surprise me if in like the Japanese version he has a huge scar across his face, and in the American version they just covered it up with the white line.
You know what? That makes sense. I'm gonna look that up later. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be it then, because the Americans do like to censor Japanese games like that. Very like. And their censoring's never really good either. Like, they censor it, but it's like either completely obvious what it was supposed to be, or it just becomes really stupid.
Like the invisible guns in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh my god. And I never, like, picked up on that as a kid. I worshipped that show, so I never even questioned, like, as a kid, though, like, I didn't see how stupid it really was. It's like that scene when Bandit Keith, like, points to, like, Pegasus, like, yeah, look at me, I'm give me the prize money or else. And he just points to Pegasus, I'm like, ooh, what's that gonna do, Bandit Keith? You're so stupid. Not thinking, oh, he was supposed to have a gun, and that was a lot more serious than I thought as a kid.
Pointing their fingers down a hallway as Kaiba jumps out a window.
Right.
Stop, or we'll keep pointing our fingers at you.
I remember that, and I feel like there were some moments that were like they were supposed to swear in that show too, and they censored it because like I feel like one scene. One of Pegasus' goons like yells at Yuki's group and says, "You little fun suckers!" I'm like, I don't think that was supposed to be fun suckers.
I can't confirm that it was supposed to be fuckers, but it was probably something to that general
Oh, I thought it was
effect.
another form of suckers, but yeah. This guy used a little bit more unique Pokemon, but still pretty weak. We're not going to be countering any, like, actual challenges, I bet, until, like, that one ghetto city. I forget its name. Is that bad? I always refer to it as the ghetto city.
Yeah, it's like... I forget what it's called. Rust something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. And there's some rough and tumble people there.
Like, everyone there's rough and tumble. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not over. You're mindless, nameless goons. I won't see the last of you yet. Yes, we're not part of them anymore. We kind of burned that bridge or blew it up. Alright, where do we go next?
You know, it seems like after one goon failed, they would realize, we need to send somebody a little bit higher up after this guy. And then they'd send like an admin, and then when the admin didn't work, the boss would come out all by himself. But
never do that.
Nope, you always have to face 100 grunts. Like you can't heal in between each one.
Maybe maybe their like justification is like, we'll weaken them down with like grunts and then send out our best guy. So I'm gonna heal right now just because I can.
Good thing we have socialized medicine and we can just heal up for free every time we get in a battle.
Yeah. Never a question that.
And we're kids. We don't have to pay Pokemon taxes.
Exactly.
We're just living off the system.
Well, I feel like in their world, their economy is based around Pokemon battles. So like, maybe they're a lot more richer or something.
Is there a battle tax?
Right, because like if you consider like, if all their electricity is run by like electric Pokemon, then like that's a lot of money being saved right there. If their national defense, if their army is just like Pokemon, that's a lot of money too that you're saving. All right, where are we going? Do we have to go back to the mayor's office?
I did not read it.
Maybe we should start reading.
If he says nothing, then I think we just need to leave and find another city.
I promise you, we will obtain you. Okay. I already visited our stadium, but I don't think I'm supposed to do that.
Do we have to actually battle the stadium? I don't think so. If we just leave the city, are we done?
Well, I'm going to check the stadium, because maybe we should start at least, like, skimming the text so we know where to go.
But it's so much funnier if we don't.
Yeah. Okay, so this is out. Maybe we do have to leave the city.
Okay, yeah, since they're not even accepting challengers. This is the weakest Colosseum, though, isn't it, in the entire game?
Yeah, but, like, after you beat the game, the Colosseums get, like...
After you beat the game, they're like, yeah, there's nothing to do post-game. Well, actually, this has quite a bit to do post-game, but,
that's right. We gotta
stock up on our balls.
Yeah, and they're gonna... I'm pretty sure they're gonna say, like, no, we don't have Pokeballs here, and that's why you have to go back to that one, run-down gas, like, motel or food place in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, that's right, something
yeah.
like that. Because you need to have Pokeballs so they can teach you how to...
Alright, so, yep, we saw there's no Pokeballs. Wait, is that it? Am I able to leave town now? Come to think... Oh, yeah, we have to talk... We actually had to talk to someone to further the story. Outskirts Sand.
Alright, so we're going to the stand in the outskirts.
Did it say Outskirts Stand? I've always read it as Outskirts Sand.
Yep, it said stand. You're probably just dyslexic.
Yeah.
Just dropping letters.
I mean, come on, you gotta do that too. You've read things a different way, and like later you find out it's just something different.
I've done that before.
Outskirts Stand. I've always called it Outskirts Sand. Wow. I never noticed that T.
I think that would be the difference, though, is like I'll read it wrong once, and then later on when I see it again, realize that I said it wrong. With you, once you say it wrong once, you're just stuck that way. Your brain has brain has accepted it for what it is, and you're just stuck that way.
Well, this episode is run for about 30 minutes, so we're gonna call it here, and we will see you Saturday with the next episode in the adventures of Bulbasaur in the harsh, arid Ore region. I think that's what it's called, the Ore region.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, that sounds right. If it's not the name, that's our name for it. So we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.